Hello, ladies and genitals. It is Crazy Gunner here, bringing you guys a flawless search and destroy gameplay. I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore. So what's going on, guys? Today I have a flawless search and destroy, which I'll talk briefly on how to get this and what you want to be doing, basically. And if you'll notice, I am very campy right about now. That is because this is the first search and destroy game I had ever played on Modern Warfare 3, and so naturally, I was a bit timid. But if you do take notice right here, I'm actually using the Search and Destroy class I made the video about earlier. And if you guys have not seen this video, I will link you guys in an annotation to see what kind of class I'm using so you yourself can get this flawless gameplay. But basically, just a few quick tips on Search and Destroy. Normally, you want to be fast. Search and Destroy is speed. It's about moving fast, getting to the objective as fast as you possibly can, and just whipping them out before they can even really get set up to defend the bomb plants or attack the bomb plants, really. Now, that being said, you cannot just blindly run down the middle like an idiot and get picked off by the snipers right at the start of the game. You actually have to be a bit sneaky, move in and out of buildings, run the outsides of the map, and that is definitely the best way to be moving around the map during a Search and Destroy game. Also, you want to make sure you pick your gunfights carefully. Try and get behind the enemy so they don't even see you when you're coming. For example, in this game-winning kill, this guy had no freaking idea except for the fact that I kind of missed some shots, and he was like, "Oh, the fuck?" And he turned around. But I did end up killing him without him even firing a single shot at me, which is beneficial in that not only do you not die, but he is also not able to call you out to his teammates, assuming that he is playing on a team, because I know a lot of Search and Destroy people play with at least 2 other players if they're half decent, and if you're playing against a team of a bunch of BK Randys, then you shouldn't really be worried too much. You can just run around and rape them up the ass. But yeah, I truly believe that if you use these tips along with the class I provided to you in the annotation that's going to be at the end of this video, you can actually do fairly well in Search and Destroy. Now, of course, a lot of it is a learning curve that no amount of tips or tip videos can really help you with, but if you stick to it, keep going, you'll be pulling out those flawless Search and Destroys in no time. And sound whoring and callouts are also a huge part of it. That's just something that it's pretty obvious, doesn't really need to be tipped very much. So yeah, tips aside, I actually wanted to move into a little life story for you guys. This one may be kind of disgusting or gross to some viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. There is my warning. Do not blame me if you get grossed out, because I'm going to be talking about my first time masturbating. There's no word to be put nicer than that. I guess that's a technical term. So yeah, one night, let's just call it a Thursday night, around 9 o'clock, I was feeling especially bonerific. Had I known what a boner actually was, I may not have done what I had done, but I was 12 years old, just like most people were when they did this, I'm going to assume, except for Mormons, because I have a Mormon friend who still has not done it once yet, because that is what his religion tells him to do or something. Anywho, I was laying in my bed because, yes, at a ripe age of 12 years old, I went to bed at 9 o'clock because I am a lame loser-o person. Oh god, why am I even telling you guys this story? Jesus. What has YouTube come to? Well, the show must go on, so laying in my bed, I have quite a little a stub, or something, a chub, not a stub. Stub would be like pokey something. Anyways, I had a chub, and I think you guys should know that my bed and the wall are like right next to each other. I think you can see where this is going. Right next to each other, and I had some very soft paint. If you can imagine what soft paint feels like. It's not rough or dusty or stuff. Oh, God. So anyways, laying in bed with my stub chub, and I just had this urge to just stick it in things. So I look over, and there's a crack between my bed and the wall, and I'm like, I bet my wiener would fit in that. So, oh, God. I stick it in, and I'm like, wow, that feels amazing. And then I put 2 and 2 together and realized that if I stick it in multiple times, it will feel multiply amazing. So I do back and forth, and it gets to the point where it's like, that noise being the sound of my bed springs bouncing and my wiener against the soft wall making squeaky noises. And the fact that I was even able to do any of this with my little 4-inch wiener lay up against the wall to the point where I could even get it in at such a weird angle means I had to bend it or something, some weird thing, and it's just beyond me how I was even able to pull off such a task. But I was, and I got to this magical, awesome point where all of a sudden I felt this little tingly in my thingy, and next thing I knew, bodily fluids were running down the side of my wall. And had I known this was actually going to happen, I may not have done it in that exact place, but I didn't. And that is my first time. It was glorious, amazing, and goddamn, I am glad I have moved out of that house, because that is disgusting. Anyways, I'm Crazy Gunner. Like, favorite, and subscribe, please, because I love that stuff, and I am a view whore. Trollolololol. If you are interested in the class I was running in this game, there is an annotation at the top of the screen, and I will see y'all later. Peace out!